Hello, Richard here. Glad to join you today and on my recording. And I'm going to talk today about magical moments. As inspired by David Wood's Empower Hour presentation about 5 things that you can do to to better be more persuasive in your selling. And the first point in all that is to start recording your magical moments. And so I'm going to talk about that today because that's what I blogged about. You can hear my dog downstairs hearing me talking and cheering me on and to give this presentation to you. And magical moments, they are there. And what we find out, what I found out in my whole life, that every time that I get a big enough why or a big enough dream, and I get a vision about doing it, that I get then signs that give me direction on what it is I should be doing. See, now my wife's talking to the dog, but the dog is excited about what it is I'm talking about and sharing with you all the things that we learn about from these magical moments. But anyway, Justin Varengia was talking about how it is that he doesn't believe the magical moments are mystical at all. It's just the way they should be out there, and I think that's the case. That when it is you have the biggest dream or the largest why that you can possibly have, that you'll get signs about what it is you should do and you should follow them. And so what you do is basically you record these magical moments and share them with other people because they can be inspirational for them, also because they will get the same type of signs, not the same ones that you get, but they'll get the signs which are right for them to help them, guide them to where it is that they will be going. So, all right, but anyway, so I'm going to talk about my magical moment. Really pretty interesting because I've tried 3 times to go to events and didn't get there, and for various reasons. And I was trying to give you the first example was going to the Austin event because my oldest granddaughter was going to be married on January 17th, and when I did, I took a look at the scheduling. The flight that was the best flight for me to take from Charleston, South Carolina, to my granddaughter's wedding was going to go right through Austin, Texas, right at the time when that event was going to start. And I tried to figure out a way to make that work, but it couldn't work. But anyway, I went ahead and got a ticket anyway. And eventually, then I had to cancel that because we had our oldest pet we had to let her go because she had gotten kidney disease, and she could not sustain herself any longer. Very sad thing for my wife. So I had to stay home with my wife at that time. I elected to do that, but I had to cancel that ticket. That means I have a ticket that's going to be available that I can use later on. And then the next event was going to be in Chicago. And yesterday, of course, was the last day of the Chicago event, and I had planned on going that too. But something came up, and I couldn't make that one either. But I was sitting there listening, and then the next thing about the Chicago event, and thinking about the fact that I still had hoped that I'd be able to go to one of those events as soon as possible. And then I looked down I looked down. I just got a phone message, and that reminds me that what I did, the same thing happened yesterday, just about the same time. And I got a message. I looked down, and it says, "Get your Denver tickets." I said, "My goodness, what's that all about?" And looked. Of course, the next event is going to be in Denver in July. Well, good grief! I have family in Denver, and I have tickets that all I've got to do is just reclaim them. And so, basically, no-brainer that I would then. And the other thing that was happening is I had gone back a week ago and done exactly what Paul Harkins had done when he was talking on the Empower Hour about how it is on the way to the Austin event, that he had planned that when he made his plans to go there, that he was going to go ahead and announce at the Austin event what it is that he had done when he made his commitment back in December to go to that event, what it is he was going to do, and they're going to pay off their mortgage. And he was able then to go to that event and pay off his mortgage on May 27th before the event occurred, March 27th, and he was going to, and he committed in his statement of what his goal was and articulating what it was, like that David Wood said you should do in the 15K formula opening lesson. He did it exactly that same way. And he then went and they did pay off their mortgage. And there on that Empower Hour yesterday that I was listening to, the recording of it, was the fact that Justin Brungie had called him up and he was recording, in fact, what had happened about 2 weeks later than what it is he had said he would do it, but he didn't do anything. And Justin just called him up and out of the blue, and it was one of those magical moments. And he shared that with his wife. And she was amazed also that this thing happened just the way he had put it down and visualized it and articulated it. And they had paid off their mortgage on their house, that home, the new home that they had moved into, with the proceeds of the earnings that he had gotten from the Empower Network. And so then here it is right there in front of me was an opportunity for me to go ahead and make my commitment. To go to that next event and articulate what it is I had just recorded that I was going to do over the next 90 days when I had restarted the 15K Formula Lesson Series. And the first step in that is to go ahead and set your goal and set your why. And the reason that I had not been moving forward as quickly as I thought I'd like to do is because I hadn't been following my core commitments. So that's because my why hadn't been big enough. You get a big why, a big dream out there, and you're going to get lots of winks from the universe. It's going to be helping you to get there, or your dreams, or you'll get signs, as in The Alchemist, the book The Alchemist, the shepherd boy from Andalusia went out and had a dream about finding his fortune in the pyramids, and he was advised that he should look for the signs and follow the signs if he was going to realize his dreams. We all have an opportunity to have those dreams, and we should not let them go. And so I did that and shared that with you, and I'm going to record these whys, my whys and my magical moments, because there's going to be more of them as I go down this path, because we will be successful at accomplishing what our goals are, and we want to share it with other people so that they can get the benefit from it too. It's all about helping as many people as we can, and that's what the Empower Network is all about, and that's why I call my team Empowering Everyday People, because the focus is on everyday people, and the everyday people can do this too, because we're all born with the capability to achieve our dreams. And we have an equal amount of ability to do that. It's up to us to go ahead and seek out what it is that we can do and then pursue it and do it. And the Empower Network and the 8 core commitments is your way to go there. It's the best path that people have, that the everyday people can follow to get there. With good guidance, and that you will take on a leadership role, and you can help many others yourself, and that will make your why even more important, and you'll get many more signs and winks from the universe to guide you to get there. Thanks for listening. What a great opportunity, and thank you, David, for suggesting this for me. That was fun doing that.